Welcome back, YouTubers. This is going to be a review of Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Optimus Primal. As part of the 25th Beast Wars celebration, or just to show that they're doing something special for it, they released a new version of Optimus Primal, and honestly, I think this might be the best version that isn't the Masterpiece one that I've seen so far. But let's take a look. First, the box. As you can see, gorilla on the front, him there, the Ark on top of a volcano for some reason in the back. Him on the back showing his beast mode and robot mode. Side panel, nothing special on the bottom. Top's pretty plain. Inside, it's like all the other Kingdom ones. It's got the golden disc imprint, and it comes with one of the collector's cards. Mine was Optimus Prime here. And unfortunately, my back card was him being dead. So, yeah. Hopefully one of the other figures I get will have him alive. Though, not this one apparently. So, here's Optimus Primal. And so is this. This is the original 90s Primal from Beast Wars that was a giant gorilla. Now, as you can see, it's quite a bit larger. However, that's not a detriment because this one is more in scale with other figures. Now, I only have the figure. Mine is missing all of its accessories. I got it fourth hand from somebody, so it's one of those things, you don't always get all the parts. But I figured it'd be a good opportunity to show this figure off in addition to its original. So, as you can see, it's got a pretty bulky design for the original. It has a trigger on the back here. If you do this, you can have him beat his chest. I generally don't worry about that. But also twists the arm. And it also has the spring-loaded missile launchers that pop up. There's two buttons on top to fire them, but as I said, don't have the parts. If anyone knows where I can get the parts, please let me know on Twitter. I could really use some help tracking down the bits to finish this thing up. Anyway, this Optimus Primal has fewer features, I'm afraid. He does retain the ability to pop his guns out, because when you open up his chest plate, you can pull out his back-mounted cannons, and as you may have saw in the packaging, you can have them out in beast mode. But I really don't see the point of those outside of robot mode, really. But anyway, let's get to transforming. First, the new Primal. You pop up his shoulder plates. He's got a lot of good movement in the arms, way more than the original, I should mention. I always liked Beast Wars. I was never part of the truck not monkey crowd that didn't like it. Also, for this transformation, you got to turn the head around when you flip it in here. And also, flip out his chest plate. Pull out the legs. Flip this up and around. Clip it in this little peg hole here. Turn the legs. Drop the feet. And there you have him. Now, he's got two hidden panels in each arm, which pop up his forearm guns. Another improvement over the original is he has two, one on each arm, instead of just one in one arm. He's got his cannons, which flip forward like this. And he also comes with his two swords. I've seen some add-on kits that give you a little space filler for in here, that works with it, as well as back thrusters and other bits, but I don't know if you really need those. All in all, it's a nice figure. I like how he does have his mouth, too. One of the features of Optimus Primal was he had a mouth. Now, the original's pretty much the same. Pop up the shoulders, pull down the face and flip it round. The legs, flip round. And he has these here. When he's in beast mode, he's got his toe parts out, but they flip right back round for that. He's got a concealed container here. That's for his mace that he came with. And he's got a spring-loaded action here. You pop this, and it pops out his gun. Though, as I said, I'm more a fan of the new one because it doesn't do this weird thing where it's the whole arm. Instead, it's just a pop-up panel. And there are two little actuators on the side to fire them, but I don't have them. He also had one of the mutant masks that the Beast Wars, at least the early ones, had, but unfortunately the one I have here doesn't have that. Oh, and you can push the button again. Pops out his cannons over his shoulder. And in case you're wondering, no, he cannot hold the swords from Optimus. They barely just fit in his hands. They won't go very far in. So I don't think you can really use those as replacement parts. All in all, I really like this version of Optimus. I think the colors also, he's got a much more light blue instead of the heavier dark blue here. Plus he has the mouth and a lot of other good features. I think this makes him the better figure, especially for accuracy. But the classic one is nice, and they're reissuing the classic one, so which one you want is really up to you, and this year, 2021, is the time to buy one if you were ever interested in either one. Now is the moment. But that's all for now. Please like, subscribe, comment below on Twitter, and share this with your friends, and I'll see you next time. Ciao!